Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into the Raven Court League. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Team Skog. On the right is Team Kure, and we're in our first best of three of the day. We're going to Towers of Doom. We've got 3 best of threes for all of you, but if you're wondering how we got to Towers of Doom for map number 1, I got you covered at home. The coin flip is won by Team Kure. By Team Kure. Kure opted for first pick priority, and that'll be also Skog getting map pick priority. Skog banning out Sky Temple and Garden of Terror, Battlefield of Eternity, and Braxis were banned up by Team Kure. And Skog will take us to Towers of Doom for map number 1. As a reminder, we are in this Raven Court League. We're in the round-robin phase, so everyone's going to be playing each other. We've got today 3 best of 3s. Next Saturday and Sunday, September 2nd and 3rd, we'll have 3 best of 3s on both of those days. And then the last day of round-robin will be September 9th, and that'll be 3 more best of 3s. If you want to know more about the bracket, the round-robin, any of that good stuff, dates and starting times, you can use _bracket. There's a Liquipedia you can jump over to. If you want to check out the Raven Court, you can use !Raven Court in chat. That'll get you over to the website where you can join the Discord, or you can donate towards the prize pool with the GoFundMe, which is the second link. Last but not least, as we're getting into the bans, or into the last bans for Towers of Doom, this is the Meta Madness style of draft, meaning that heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this series. There are no base bans, so everything's up and available outside of course, what you're seeing at the top of the screen banned away. And of course, if the heroes are banned away at the top of the screen, that does not add to the list. It's only heroes that are picked and played. So if we get a first pick Dahaka for the side of Team Kure, then Dahaka will not be available for the rest of this best of 3. But when we move into our second best of 3, Skog versus Madara, that hero pool resets. And then once again, after that best of 3, we get into our third of the day, Kure versus Madara, and that'll once again reset the pool. So we get our first pick Diablo for the side of Team Kure, and I don't disagree with this whatsoever. Good initiation, good dive, and it's not a bad idea to start out on a map with just heavy-handed aggression into the enemy team's face. You saw Bernie's Mountain Dog? Oh, dude, Bernie's Mountain Dogs are adorable. Okay. Look at my stuff. Deaths and Troy. Yes, I like that. I love that scene. First pick Sylvanas. Dang. What's up, Forget What? Speaking of Sylvanas, actually, I would not mind that to be grabbed on the side of Team Kure for Towers of Doom. It is going to be a Hanzo Brightwing. Honestly, like, grabbing Sylvanas and Dahaka here, I think is a stellar start to your draft. You get a dive hero with the Diablo. You get push potential, Mercenary Queen. All right, it's not a Dahaka like I like, but Blaze is still very strong, and the nice thing is this means that Blaze will not be available for the rest of this best of 3. Carl Urban would be a party. Dude, for real. No Legacy playing? Don't know where he is. He might be playing in a different tournament. I know that someone had mentioned that there's a Heroes Lounge tournament going on right now. And Legacy is not playing in that, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. He might have work today. He might be, busy at the club being a bouncer. I didn't know this, but I thought Legacy was a bouncer at a club. Like he's such a built dude. And I was talking to Day about it, and she's like, "No, dude, he's an accountant." I was like, "Oh, he looks like he could be a bouncer at a club or something." Or security somewhere. Nope, he's an accountant. He's a sweetheart of a dude. He's the nicest. I had a blast hanging out with him in Germany. He's busy raving, I know, right? Or working on it. Wait, he's working on his PhD? Dude, that blows me away. I didn't know that. I found out when we were in Germany, like, he was telling me that he has, like, a 10k MMR account on, he's got, like, 10k MMR for Battlegrounds or something like that? For Hearthstone? Like, I was just like, what? Apparently, Madara's, like, diamond in Valorant or something like that? Oh, no, okay. Kel, I was about to, like, lose my mind. I was about to lose my mind. Like, I was like, shit, he's working on his PhD too. All right, sorry, we have not talked about the draft. We got a Medivh and a Stukov to round this out. So it is Hypercarry Sylvanas. on the side of Team Kure, but they have a Medivh, so we love Medivhs here. We love Medivhs because we love betting on whether or not Medivh finishes his stacks, but we will have a gamble that is going to be which team will win. We'll get into that in just a second. Last pick going to be coming out from the side of Team Skog. They need a main tank. It's going to be Joanna. Gonna be Joanna for the Team Skog. I actually like the Team Kure draft the best. I actually like Kure's draft a lot here. So let me go ahead, get us into the casting screen, and start up a prediction for all of you at home. And I'll kick this off once we load into the map. I do know a streamer that has her PhD. I know Tiny Toxic Tofu was, she put in her PhD, but I don't know if she has it. I don't know if she had to defend it or if it's accepted, or I don't think she's done. I think she submitted it, and I still think she has to defend her thesis. I think. Pretty big, pretty huge deltoids. Oh, God. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. We got to at least bring it up here and there because we want to monetize that YouTube channel. Extra Bandit cash. I was going to say Bandit bucks, but Extra Bandit cash. All right. I have finished my tea at, I was going to say record pace, but it's been an hour. And as always, the first map of the day is always the longest load-in. Don't know why. Don't know why, but it's always the first map of the day is always the longest load-in. Oh, and Kalis posted more photos in Discord. Hell yeah. Wait, is Kalis where I was? Yeah, Kalis is where I was, in Berlin. There's Checkpoint Charlie. She submitted her thesis. I hope it gets accepted. Yeah, me too. Me too, Kel. I'm rooting for her. Alrighty. Start prediction. The gamble has begun as we have loaded on into map number 1 of the day for our first best of 3. Thank you all for your patience. Sorry for the bit of delay at the start of the day here. But we're in, ready to go. And on the left-hand side, we have got Team Skog. We got Max on Malthael, Bish to play the Hanzo, Hunter Orc on that Bright Wing. We'll see Ciro on Maev. And last but not least, Skog to play the Joanna. To the right-hand side of the map, we've got Team Kure. Kure on Blaze. Mopsio to play Diablo. Make on Sylvanas. Gia on Medivh. And we'll have Gunner playing Stukov. Ooh, bottom lane shenanigans coming through already. Bottom... when you go into someone's vision, it uses the announcer, so... I just wanted to see the vision... and see how quickly they make the rotation down into this bottom lane once Sylvanas does show. And there's the immediate rotation down to bottom. Alrighty, Portal Mastery for Medivh. Not surprising on that one. We'll see Pursuit of Vengeance on Maev. Probably Sudden Vengeance at level 4. Phase shift in. Kure's caught out in the rotation. Good condemn, and that's first blood for the side of Team Skog. Four PhDs. You went crazy once you figured out you didn't want to play WoW anymore. Whoa, dude, that's awesome, Be Crazy. That's really cool. I always think that if streaming ever fell through, like if let's say I could never stream again somehow, some way. Like let's say Twitch dies. I always thought of what would I go do? I think I'd go be a forest ranger. I honestly think that's what I would do. No level 1 on Diablo. What do you mean? He's got Feast on Fear. Stunning enemy hero with Shadow Charge overpower heals Diablo for 10% of his maximum health for 3 seconds. I mean, if you think about it, does Diablo really need Soul Shield at level 1? It's not, there's not a whole lot. Whoa, Make, goodbye. Holy crap. God dang. Just god dang. An explosive kill right there onto Sylvanas. And Gia, by the way, 9 stacks on this Medivh. Oh, Mopsio didn't take a talent until level 3. Ah, sorry, I completely missed that. My apologies. I was talking about being a Forest Ranger. Sorry. Oh, we actually don't have Sudden Vengeance at level 4. We're gonna see the Blade Dance from Maev. Interesting. Okay. A little bit of a different build here. Hanzo will Hearth back for full mana. We'll also have our first objective phase up and available. Subdue at level 4 on the Joanna. And Max Passion continues to do his double soak duties. Fetid Touch at level 1 for the Stukov on 6 out of 15 stacks. Mopsio! Still not sure of what... I mean, yeah, actually... Maybe Mopsio's just unsure of the talents on Diablo 100%? I'm not sure. Definitely taking his time thinking about what talents he wants. It's gonna be Fire Stomp at 4, okay.
The Raven Lord demands it.
Zero is trying to poke here and there. Blaze and Malthael to trade out the top left and right. Actually, Max Passion goes immediately back to top lane to start soaking up. Zero gets the phase shift from Brightwing, and Mopsio does go down. Fan of Knives getting reset after reset for Zero here. And Make getting low, but this is Skog with the channel. Medivh's got a portal set up. He's going to portal right on top of Joanna's head. And Gia, not going to be punished for this whatsoever. Still picking up stacks. 26 stacks. Remember, I mentioned maybe a minute or so ago that Gia had 9 stacks. Yeah, Gia's starting to build up these Medivh stacks quite quickly. And as always, as a reminder, I mean, if Medivh loses stacks before it's finished out, he loses everything. It's not like a Hanzo Redemption where you lose a few, or Greymane Wizened Duelist. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing today, bud? Shadow Charge to push Zero, but the the Spirit of Vengeance was already thrown out, so the teleport was active. And I think Gia gets the channel on this one. Kure has rotated down. Oh, wow. Joanna steps in, pops the Iron Skin, uses a Shield Glare to delay. Do gotta point out that Malthael is still double soaking. Malthael is still double soaking. You can see that minion experience is starting to jump ahead by over 1,000 for Team Skog, though Mopsio and Kure get a kill of their own here, and now Gunner should have the channel on this objective. Hanzo delays out once again. Can Mopsio punish it? Unfortunately not. Polymorphed by Brightwing. Oh, I am out of tea and I'm out of water. Good job. I drank everything before this game started. Alright, boss is up and available. There's a rotation to top. Portal set up by Medivh. They're going to try and jump onto Max Passion here. Fear the Reaper level 1 is popped for the movement speed, but phase shift from Brightwing. Holy crap, Hunter Orc is able to get here in on time. I can't believe it. Usually those are the phase shifts that end up being just a millisecond too late. Nicely done. Malthael lives. The dive has failed. And bottom lane continues to be pushed in by the side of Team Skog. Gia doing their best just to build up those stacks and keep rotating. Get vision for the allies. 10 Talontiers already here. Last rites for the Malthael. Containment disc for Maev. Dragon's Arrow on Hanzo. Speaking of, Dragon's Arrow going to be ripped. Is there a Blessed Shield afterwards? Yes, there is. Make and Kure are still safe by this fort front gate as the sappers are running on in. While we wait for the other team's 10 Talontiers for Team Kure. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage healing experience looks like. Diablo Souls are finished out. Containment disc onto Medivh. Leyline Seal, Massive Shove, Bunker for Blaze, a Sylvanas, Wailing Arrow, and a... What? That's not an Apocalypse. Lightning Breath. I guess they don't want to do the combo? Hi, what's going on? Mopsio, what are you doing? Portal set up by Medivh. Fetid Touch is finished out by the Stukov. Last rites applied, and Mopsio will not be able to... Whoa, no, I was going to say the damage over time should have been good. Make getting chased as well. This is unfortunately unraveling on the side of Team Kure. Gia's done with stacks, so it is time to turbo int as Medivh. Portal set up to try and chase down Zero. Hunter Orc looking for the channel. Soothing Mist as well. Mopsio back into the fight. Do we get the Diablo dieback? A little bit of a push around onto Joanna. Still no channel on either objective phase, as it is going to be center and bottom. Kure and Max Passion brawling out. Now, Hunter Orc should get the channel on this one. Dragon's Arrow to slow down the aggression into Max Passion. 21 seconds to go on a last rites. Lightning Breath is going to cook up Skog. Can they chase down the Joanna? The Wailing Arrow is there. Sylvanas, the damage is not enough. Iron Skin is activated, and they cannot find the kill. But it will be a trade, I do believe, on tower shots. 28 to 32, 4 apiece, but a 4-shot lead to the side of Team Kure. Tessa. Oh, y'all are great today. Sapper camp for the bottom lane. Diablo comes in with a shadow charge. Just continues to build up those souls. Has the soul to flame level 4. Zero overpowered, displaced. Medivh poking. There's a blessed shield ripped into the back line. But Zero and crew can't step into this. It looks like they just... Well, Zero can't because, of course, the low health pool, and Hanzo doesn't really want to step in as a ranged assassin. Sonic Arrow scouts out in the bush. Do we get an invade? Invade is looking plausible. Mopsio to push back Joanna, but now Mopsio's in a bit of a rough spot. The Leyline Seal's there, and that's more or less to let him get out. That's a protection from Medivh, but Diablo! Oh, Mopsio. Mopsio, unfortunately, picked off. More scatters from Bish on this Hanzo. Man, I gotta say, this Hanzo player, fantastic. Massive shove. We'll push the Joanna back, but... Ooh, Zero. Portal set up. They want to try and take down this Maiev, and now Gia... Oh, not caught out. Scatters from Hanzo have been on point throughout this game. Nearly getting kills. Sappers do go in, but its fort will still stand. Next objective's up and available. And when we look at heroics, we got 10 on Containment, 25 on Hanzo's Dragon Arrow, Leyline Seal up in 35. No 16 talent tier yet, so no Temporal Flux. Mopsio goes through the portal, turned into a crab immediately. Protection status applied by Medivh's Force of Will, and Joanna gets the kill onto Stukov. That is a full disengage from Team Kure right now. No, Kure drops the bunker. The fight's still available. The Wailing Arrow thrown out by Sylvanas. Unfortunately, it's Diablo to go down. He doesn't have enough souls to come back. Kure will be picked off as well. Dragon's Arrow to follow up and lock down Make. The Fan of Knives are clearing things up, and it's Brightwing to get the last auto attack. Now Gia sidesteps the Storm Bow, but I do think Zero's got enough damage, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is your first team kill of the day. We got a nice little... Nicely done from Team Skog. I gotta be honest, this team is popping off today. 5 shots going to the side of Team Kure, and we've got 28 to 27. Still anyone's game here on Towers of Doom. First map of the day, first best of 3 of the day. We got 3 best of 3s coming at you. Hope you're having a good time. So with the enemy team wiped, a beautiful 2-level lead, and a 16 talent tier advantage, looks like the side of Team Skog kind of have the opportunity to do whatever they want. Of course, Team Kure will do their best to lock down this tower with black arrows and try and convert this. Good disengage, and I don't think there's going to be a pickoff here. So there are 3 sappers to feed in. Max Passion in top lane, by the way, did get the sapper camp up here. Should be able to force these in. Kure's not going to make the rotation. Actually, Kure may be looking for a flank with his... No, he's not looking for the deep flank. 3 sappers still here. Some oil down on the ground just to get some damage over time out. On Dragon Arrow, focused on to Make, Leyline Seal. Oh, Diablo! They're going to try and take down Zero, but they can't do it. The massive shove doesn't get the collision Gunner's looking for. And now Max Passion makes the rotation down here. Blessed shield from Joanna thrown back. Max Passion jumps in. Nice Force of Will from Medivh saves Make. Unfortunately, you can only put 1 Force of Will out, and that will be Diablo going down. A scatter just as the protection ends. Force of Will not getting the OP value we expect. Mopsio back in. Goes in for a shadow charge. Bish with a natural agility over the wall as Hanzo. 1 Stormbolt, 1 auto, but Make makes it out. Gunner goes down. Medivh is picked off, and this is still Another objective up and available. Actually, excuse me, just now spawning. Team Skog will get these 5 shots into the core of Team Kure.
The time is now, heroes.
Down in bottom lane, we have 3 sappers wiggling their way into the death zone. Make gonna try and slow this down. Containment disc misses. Containment disc misses. Oh, the sappers are so close to going over the line. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's gonna be the case. Make clears out 1. Dragon Arrow. Mopsio's the target. Dear Lord, this Hanzo is ridiculous. 83,000 heroic damage. 83,000, and this is not like Bish has just been poking here and there. This has been effective damage. Where is it? Where is it? Did I have it already? No. There we go. 5 kills, 10 assists, nearly 100% kill participation. Leyline Seal trying to create a window. Kure going in with a jet propulsion from a blaze. Zero is nearly unkillable here. And Kure, oh my god. Another scatter. Oh!
A singular strike.
Oh, poor Kure. Oh, no. Not like this. All right, so Kure's death timer is slightly less than the objective phase spawning. He's got the center teleport to jump in for the mid lane. But I do believe this is going to be... I think this will be 4-8. Excuse me, 8-4, favoring the side of Team Skog. I think Team Skog can get 8 shots in, and they'll give over this top right. Now, an amazing team fight, and this could be a massive round. Massive round for Team Skog. Ooh, Team Kure wants to go aggressive here. Okay. Sylvanas gets the right-hand side. Hanzo confirms the bottom or the center. Phase shift in from Brightwing. Joanna's made it up here. Blessed Shield onto Medivh. He's the priority target. Max Passion delayed out. Lightning Breath from Mopsio as well. The Dragon Arrow not connecting. Containment Disc going to go wide as well. Mopsio getting a little bit low. Going to try and get inside of the... What? Try to get inside the bunker and then get through that portal of Medivh. Max Passion will be picked up by Sylvanas, but he's going to take her down with him. Last Right's getting that kill. Joanna stepping in here. Iron Skin active. They want Gia, who drops the Leyline Seal. Temporal Flux level 16 is allowing that massive cooldown. But we still have 1 altar up and available on the top left, and can they poke down this mid lane keep? 2 are dead. Kure's able to jet propulsion away. Healing pathogens still being spread around. And, yeah. So that'll be 9 shots in total for the side of Team Skog, as they got 4 from the center, and they'll get 5 from this top left. Kure, oh, okay, no, he's got jet propulsion, he's fine. Did you see that scatter? Yo. Bish is insane. this Hanzo player is absolutely insane. Like, such good scatters, such good play. God dang. Sylvanas trying to make work of mid lane. Credit where it's due, man. This Hanzo player is just fantastic to watch. 21-18 in our levels. It is a 21-3 kill game. It's a kill a level for the side of Team Skog. As Malthael continues to pressure into top lane, gonna grab himself a camp. And maybe, just maybe, the barrage can begin. 8 seconds on Stukov, 10 on the Blaze. And this map once, it's a bit rough here. It's a bit rough. 103,000 heroic damage for Hanzo. On the opposing side, 58,000 for Sylvanas. Just, yeah. Mid lane, delayed out by a Dragon's Arrow of Hanzo. Mopsio a little bit low, but there's no barrage to begin from the side of the Raven Lord as Max Passion finishes out top lane. Next objective, top left and right. Checking really quickly if Make has black arrows, not for another 25 seconds. Hey, Stark, good morning, bud. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're nice and cozy. We are in map 1 of the day. Bottom bell tower reconverted. If we're doing some simple caster math here, Both objectives and boss win. Both objectives and sappers going over win. But of course, the bell tower is going to be reconverted. So I don't think we're going to see any end anytime soon. Kure should get the channel on the right-hand side. Boss is going to get slapped a little bit. Portal set up by Medivh. The Leyline Seal hitting just about everybody. Hunter Orc with the Soothing Mist for themselves. Wailing Arrow out from Sylvanas. Zero with the Umbral Bind. Bish trying to get away. A couple hundred HP, and that is Make closing the distance to find the kill. Here comes Mopsio with the 20 talent here, and that is a nice Hellgate to find the triple kill. Stukov will be traded in all of this, but you can't be too upset about that. It's a 1 for 3. Maybe it's a 1 for 4. Zero might actually be killed here for the first time. Wait. Yeah, Sylvanas should have the damage. Yeah, there we go. All right, nicely done.
Quadra kill.
But in this moment, what can they do on the side of Team Kure? They've got anywhere from 30 to 50 seconds for 4 enemy heroes. I would say for 3, it's just about 30 seconds. Bottom lane bell tower. I wonder if we'll see maybe Kure rotate and grab, get the conversion on this top right or something like that. Portal set up by Medivh. Actually, Kure is pushing up mid lane. So they might go for another bell tower through mid. What is the Sylvanas Black Arrows? 19 seconds on that one. No, they're going to go boss. Okay. It's anybody's game. It's Towers of Doom. It's anybody's game. Altar spawning. It will be a singular altar in the center of the map. 20 talent tier on both sides. There's 4 shots into the enemy core, taking them down to 17. Sappers on the right are available. Mopsio starts those. Max Passion with the level 20, and that's why you're seeing the final curtain, the Reaper's Mark staying on the ground for a few more seconds there. And I wonder, are they just going to give this? Can they convert that quick enough? Or will the... Oh, no, they're not going to give it. Jet Propulsion, Leyline Seal, and they can't get the delay. Nicely done. 4 shots go in. It's 13 to 8. That massive lead is starting to look a lot more manageable. Just a moment ago, it was 21 to 8. Now we're at 13 to 8. We'll get the top lane bell tower. I want to find a better word for reconverted. Will be transformed back to the side of Team Kure. There you go. But since Team Kure showing in top lane, grabbing this bell tower, Diablo showing mid, safe to assume that this is a quick barrage or a quick burn down through bottom lane. Winnable. It is winnable. It's like 7,500 on Team Kure to win, so maybe, just maybe they can. Condemn from Joanna, by the way, no subdone. Subdue is unfinished right now from level 4. Gia trying to clear out the sappers that are being walked in through bottom. Kure gonna help out with that. Pops the Pyromania. Sylvanas able to get away here. A little self-cleanse on a Malthael. Diablo Lightning Breath Wailing Arrow in from the Sylvanas as well. And Kure throws down some oil trying to slow the enemy. Single altar in the bottom of the map coming up next. And just like that, oh wait, hold on, Zero's the target. The Leyline Seal connecting onto a few. Skog in the backline. Malthael jumps in as well. The last rights onto Sylvanas will not get the kill. Malthael cleansed out. Umbral Bind pulls Mopsio back in. The Apocalypse, doesn't, oh wait, hold on, that's a good Jet Propulsion. Diablo gonna try and follow this up. Zero is so low but won't go down. The tower shots are really whittling down Team Kure's health pools. And now Mopsio caught out of position. Team was backing off, and Mopsio unfortunately gets caught out right there. Diablo Soul's expended. Bish trying to find that scatter kill like earlier, unable to do so, but a valiant attempt from the members of Team Kure underneath the enemy bell tower, but it will be 5 shots into Team Kure. Boss will be up in 2 minutes and 22 seconds, which is going to be just under 24 minutes into the game is when Boss will be up. But I think we'll have a few bell towers before that. We'll see if things end before Boss comes up. Leyline Seal out from Medivh. Also a bunker from Blaze. There's so much being thrown down on the ground trying to reconvert this bell tower. Trying to get it back in the hands of Team Kure. Diablo low, but will not be picked off. The arrow goes wide. Kure jumps in. Make! Oh! Bish gets the kill. It's a double kill for the members of Team Skog. Gia getting low as well. God dang, this Hanzo, 143,000 heroic damage. doubling Sylvanas', doubling her heroic damage.
We're dead.
Oops, wrong button. Mopsio, goodbye. 3 sappers potentially being fed in. Last rites down for 20 seconds. Max Passion with 3 stacks on that one. If all 3 sappers go in, of course, that's GG. 1 sapper makes it over already. Leyline Seal slows things down. Kure trying to clear things out, but he's going to be falling, I do believe. And the sappers are cleared out, but it still is a...
Quadra kill.
And we have a double altar coming up. Skog, Team Skog should take map number 1. Hi, Kevin! I don't see a world where this does not go to Team Skog. A really, really well-fought map number 1 in our first best of 3 of the day. But of course, as I mentioned, it's only map 1. Team Kure can rally in map 2 and potentially 3. Make, the YouTube play? Make with the YouTube play? That'll be map number 1 going over to the side of Team Skog. GG, well played. We are butted. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Raven Court League. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, we have Team Skog up in this best-of-3 series, getting into our map number 2 draft. We're going to Infernal Shrines. If you are wondering how we got here, Sky Temple and Garden of Terror were banned up by Team Skog. We had Battlefield and Braxis banned up by Team Kure. The coin flip was won by Team Kure, so Team Skog chose the previous map, Towers of Doom, and Team Skog won that. The losing team, Team Kure, has the option for first pick or map pick priority. They opted in for first pick, so this would be Infernal Shrines chosen by Team Skog. They could make this a 2-0, or we could see a map 3 if Team Kure can rally. As a reminder, we are in the Meta Madness style of draft, meaning the heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. There are 3 best of 3s today. We're in our first one of the day, so when we get into our second best of 3, which will be Skog versus Madara, the hero pools will reset to full. Heroes that are banned at the top of your screen do not add to that pool, only heroes that are picked and played. So for example, Hanzo, Blaze, those are 2 heroes that are played on Towers of Doom previously. That means that they are unavailable for Infernal Shrines. What are we going to be getting here? Let's find out, as we have a Lucio and a Falstad ban. Junkrat to be gotten rid of as well. A lot of really good bans already as we get into the second map. A lot of good poke potential, rotation. Well, Lucio with rotations, Junkrat poking, Falstad just global in general is very strong. Baja for life. Oh, that's generous of you. Party League, it's 1999. God, I miss the 90s. It's a simpler time. Playing Donkey Kong Country and Mega Man X and scrounging change so we could go to 7-Eleven and get Slurpees. It's a different time, man. It's a different time. Trying to find quarters so we could bike to 7-Eleven and get Slurpees. And then we would go to Time Travelers, which was the local like geek shop, whatever you want to call it. It was our video game shop where you could buy magic cards and stuff. And they had bad security cameras, so my friends would always steal stuff from there. I was too afraid of getting caught, so I never stole anything. Then they got a bunch of cameras, and actually one of my friends got caught eventually. It was like a few weeks later, they all went, and I didn't go with them, and they got caught stealing like posters or something like that. Anyways, Genji will be first picked on the side of Team Kure. We got an Anduin Hogger, so they will, ooh. Oh, hold on. We could see Hortapult Light Bomb. Hortapult Light Bomb could definitely be a play for the side of Team Skog, though it is a Leoric Tyrael on the right-hand side. So as we get into our ban phase here, what do they want to get rid of? They could get rid of, well, like this isn't really the best Li Ming map, but you could get double reset potential with Li Ming Genji. I would like to see them actually ban out a healer here. Oh, they're going to get rid of Mephisto. Okay. Makes sense. Mephisto's really strong on this map. Maybe Team Skog is going to be looking at a Chromie, and that's the reason they get rid of the Mephisto, because Chromie is actually really good here as well. The 90s. Yeah, what about it? What's up, Cav? Judgment X-Strike? If that's the case, then I'd like to see a Ragnaros. I'd like to see a Ragnaros with this as well then. If they're gonna go for something like that, go for Ragnaros. This is a very good Ragnaros map. It's massively undervalued. You can get the objective phase to 30 skeletal defenders, back off, pop Molten Core, steal the rest away with Molten Core while your team resets, and then you push in with Punisher. Or you even have Molten Core as a defensive tool if you lose the objective phasing. Sulfurous Smash is a good follow-up to what you're talking about with Judgment X-Strike. I love the idea of a Ragnaros. Now, will we see him? Probably not. Well, you know, I'm not gonna rule it out. I just don't think it's gonna be the priority for this team. I feel like they want something like a Greymane to dive in. Like if they're gonna go dive heavy, I'd like to see a Greymane with this, and then Rhaegar as well. I'd like to see them just lean into the dive, go Greymane, Rhaegar here, so you get the Ancestral. You could even go Bloodlust if you're ahead in the early game maybe. But Greymane Rhaegar gives more dive potential. There's the Chromie. There's the Chromie, and they'll have Malfurion with it as well. Okay. That's not a weird draft, but I'm not the biggest fan of Team Kure's draft here. Not insanely, I'm not, like, crazy about it. This is main tank Uther. We have a solo lane Hogger. Is it hypercarry Vala? Are they gonna get, like a Zarya here or something like that? It looks like it's hypercarry Vala. They still could lean into a mage. Okay, so they're gonna go for another bruiser with D.Va. I like the D.Va. So Hogger's in the 4-man? Hogger's probably in the 4-man. And D.Va will be solo lane? Oh, man. I like a good D.Va solo lane. The 90s were great. Dude, remember waking up and watching, like, Freakazoid and Animaniacs and the X-Men TV show? And I would sit there and wait for Gambit to show up again? You'd have to watch the TV Guide channel to find out what's coming up. Alright, which team wins Infernal Shrines? It's just simple, like, the internet was a mistake, man. This whole being an adult paying bills sucks, yeah. Oh, I was literally laying in bed this morning thinking about it. Like, it's like, in the last 20 years, the world has changed so much. It's crazy. Like, it's a completely different world. Like, not even just because, like, we've grown up and we have to pay bills and we're adults now, but, like, the world itself is so different. It's just weird. It's weird to think about, like, how much has happened in 20 years. Anyways, my deep thoughts aside, deep thoughts with Bahamut Gaming. Oh, all right, the gamble has begun. We have what is going on? Is it a banned mount or something? Okay, whatever. All right. Well, the gamble's gonna be the same, so get your gambles in. The gamble's gonna be the same. The teams are gonna be the same. Nope. I don't know why, but I have no idea. I don't know if anyone read what the messages were. I have no idea what happened. There's 26,000 on Team Kure to win. Any believers in Team Skog? All right, we got a lobby. They forgot to swap. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I saw something about swapping, and I was like, and then it was in a different language, and I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Kure, we messed up the swap. All right, so Alright, sorry about that, everybody. You believe? What's up, Foo Fighter? Good to see you. Why does it say first-time chatter? I feel like you've been here before. I feel like I've talked to you before. Oh, maybe it was in a different Twitch channel. Apparently that is your first message here. Welcome to the stream. By the way, if you are, while we're waiting for this loading, if you're new to the stream, if you're not following, be sure to follow. Costs you $0 to follow. Helps with our followership and all that good stuff. And, you know, you get some free channel points as well. You get a chunk of channel points as well by following the channel. All right, so we've got everyone on the proper characters. Longtime lurker. God, excuse me. I have a bubble in my throat today. Or a frog in my throat. Longtime lurker. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Freakazoid was too good of a cartoon. It seriously was.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Sorry for the delay. We are here on Infernal Shrines, map number 2 of our first best of 3 of the day. And we've got Gaff playing a Hogger, Bish to play Vala, Hunter Orc on the Anduin, Max Passion running around on Diva, and Skog main tanking with Uther.
Battle begins in 10
Over on the right-hand side, looking to take us to a map number 3, through Infernal Shrines, we've got Team Kure.
5,
Kure to play the Leoric Gunner on,
2, 1.
excuse me, Malfurion. Gia to play Chromie, Make on Genji. And Mopsio to play a Tyrael. God, I chugged way too much tea. A little too much tea, a little too quickly. Hammer of the Lightbringer for Uther at level 1. Multi stuns, I'm assuming. Now the question is it Diva solo lane or is it Hogger solo lane? Max Passion was the solo laner last game. And it looks like Diva is going to start making that rotation to top lane. Okay. Vala, Krita the Hunter at level 1, getting those stacks built up. Whoa, can we talk about Gia with, once again the first time, already at 10 plus stacks? Not bad. I mean, we're not even a minute in, and we're over a quarter of the way through this level 1. Yo, Gia's just burning through this quest. Holy crap, it's not an easy one. All right. Oh, camp will be grabbed in the bottom lane. First objective will be Mortar Punisher in the mid. Not the strongest Punisher. We actually could see one of the teams go for... I've seen this here and there, where a team will give first Punisher if it's Mortar, and go siege another lane, and then they'll show up for the defense, right? Like around like 30-some skeletal defenders, they'll rotate back into the lane for defense. We could see that, or we could just see a standard 5v5 over the objective. We'll have to see. Max Passion in pilot form. Overwatch will be Overwatch in top lane. Little big shot action to get cooldown reduction on the mech as that pink bar as it fills up. That is Diva's available mech. You actually heard her jump into it just right there. Uther slapped things for 24 times. Needs to slap another 51. $15 stacks on the Vala. Gaff will invade the camp. That's a double Impaler camp. Man, I gotta say, Team Skog is starting out map 2 very, very strong. A really good start for Team Skog as Chromie continues to kind of poke out here and there. Chastise from Anduin, not going to get a stack on his piercing late level 4. Mopsio trying to dive out and get some value here. Unfortunately, the siege in bottom lane will continue. Speaking of siege and Paler camp in mid lane, Kure's trying to mop this up on Leoric. Diva in top lane is pushing things up. And Team Skog seemingly have a good macro control of Infernal Shrines. Nice follow-up stun. We'll see the Pursuit of Justice at level 4 for Uther. I like this stun build for Uther. It's really, really... By the way, if you have not played this stun build with Uther, it's really, really fun. Highly recommend it. These, the level 1 and 4 synergize really well together because once you basic attacks reduce the cooldown of Hammer of Justice by 1.5 seconds, and Pursuit of Justice increases Uther's movement speed by 25% for 3 seconds after you use said Hammer of Justice. So you can stun, and then you can stun and run. I guess stun and chase. Gaff with seemingly the infinite bounce around the objective phase. More and more skeletal defenders rising in favor of Team Skog. It's even in experience. We haven't had a kill just yet, but overall, Team Skog is in the lead, as I was mentioning, with a little bit more pre-pressure in these lanes. Or I guess you could say early game pressure. Hammer the Lightbringer done at 3 minutes and 32 seconds. Gia almost done with level 1 as well, 35 stacks on that. And actually, they'll slow down in some of this skeletal defender grabbing, so that way Gaff and Kure can clear out some of these lanes. Make was pushing up bottom. You had Kure doing the same thing in top. Max Passion able to boost around and save the top lane before any sort of major structural damage happens to the fort. But with that, Mortar Punisher to be grabbed, and here we go into the mid lane. Gia, 3 stacks away, excuse me, from finishing out. D.Va once again getting back into her mech as you hear the global. Only 29 stacks for the Vala right now, but I mean, you can't be that upset when you've had this much siege value early on. Yeah, like 8,000 siege from Vala. Granted, Chromie's got about nearly double that. Let's actually cycle through the other numbers and get an idea of what that damage experience looks like here in the early game. My neck is tense today. Make tries to jump in the backline, Swift Strike through. The Punisher gets more than 50% of this fort. Nice siege. Nice siege from the side of Team Skog. This draft, this composition seems to be doing really well. This team seems to be firing on all cylinders. Get it? Because they have a Vala, she's firing. I know it's a stretch, but we do our best. Okay. So Punisher went down around 4:45, so we're looking somewhere in the 7 to 8 minute mark. Somewhere around there is our next objective phasing in game time. Until then, we're going to be grabbing some camps. Actually, it looks like there's only one camp to be grabbed. Arcane Punisher coming up next in the bottom lane. That lane's already been opened up by the side of Team Skog. If they get this objective, they could be knocking on a keep front gate. I know they still have to go through the fort, but the siege damage, as I mentioned, is still really, really good between all these characters. Make trying to poke it into the back. Probably a Shuriken Mastery from level 4, building up those stacks. Little deflect activated. We got spinny shooty shot. No, that's Rain of Vengeance from Vala. They're going to immediately drop that onto Mopsio's face. Vaulting forward, looking for the multi-shot. Mopsio lives. Another Rain of Vengeance, and Malfurion's the one to go down. Divine Shield put onto Vala, and she's going to vault in with that Death Dealer level 4. Genji almost going down. Hunter Orc needs to catch the Divine Star, and yes, the heals are fine. Skog is right next to them as well. And if this objective is won, and it's definitely going to be knocking on a keep front gate, there's a stun from Uther. Kure makes a very questionable rotation in. Not 100% sure about the step in there from Kure, but that is going to be bottom lane fort to fall. And Team Skog will have a bottom lane fort to go down in their favor 6.5 minutes into map number 2. Oh, looks like we have a bit of a pause here. Not sure what's going on with that. Let's go ahead and pull ourselves out of the game for competitive integrity. You don't get the joke? Well, okay, so they're firing on all cylinders, and Vala shoots things. She's firing at... Not sure what the pause is for. We don't have any messages. There was just a pause, and now we're waiting. So, yeah. All right, the readies are there. Okay, we're back into the game. Kure's gonna respawn in bottom, clear out the wave. Meanwhile, in mid, the siege will continue. Genji gonna try and jump in here. Unfortunately, it is not going to be the Judgment X-Strike as we were kind of hoping about, which, I mean, with the way that the draft went towards the end, it does make sense that it's not going to be a Judgment. Sanctification to try and help out in these team fights around the objective. What's up, Dark Duke? How you doing today, bud? Max Passion will lose mech. Doesn't get the mech explosion. Gaff's going to rotate up here, but Max Passion's dead. Hey, Team Kure get a kill in top lane. Nicely done. All right, a little bit of rally in their experience. Oh, no, Make, no, not like this. How did they not get the kill? Make wasn't able to play the game for like 2.5 seconds there. Well, it was actually more than that. He was stunned for nearly an oblivion. If yesterday taught me anything, is that whomever I bet for loses. Oh, now we have another pause. Okay. Oh, okay. Not sure what this pause is for. Voice issues. Ah, okay. Voice issues with Max. Well, that's rude of them. Looks like Kure was having voice issues earlier as well. That was the reason for the pause. Might be there might be some issue in Discord. Discord might have some issues right now. Discord is malfunctioning. Discord issues today. You must be me, Lord Hakos. Wait, but if Lord Hakos is Stark, then who is Stark? Where is it? Where is it? But who is Stark? Oh, Max Passion has left the game. That's not good. We had Discord issues during our last NGS match. Oh, damn. How is the in-game chat feature? Voice chat? I've used it. It's all right. Chess and Shimon would just not randomly be able. Huh? Yeah. Max Passion did just DC, so there's that. So it might be even more than just Discord issues. It's like, it took me forever to find that button, but man, it was perfect. No, I am Stick. Oh. Well, then we've answered our questions. Yeah. Kind of usable. Yeah, that's a good, I would say that's a good way to describe it. Kind of usable. I mean, it's there. It's in the game. All right, I see he's back, and I see the ready. The ready request, I mean. So far, I think Dino plays a better Vala than Skog. But Bish is on Vala. Skog's on the Uther. Hots has an in-game chat. I didn't see the cap at first, and it was... Anyways. Vala gets the Divine Shield before getting picked off. We will also see Sanctification down from Mopsio. Our second objective phase is up and available. Mecha Explosion from Max Passion zones back the enemy. 38 Skeletal Defenders. I don't think there's a world where this doesn't go over to the side of Team Kure. So Team Kure gets their first objective of the game. It's going to be the Arcane Punisher. Max Passion might be falling again here. Yes, another kill into Max Passion. As we come back from the pause, things are looking a little bit better for Team Skog. Oh, okay, sorry, Dark. I was like, wait, why are you talking about Skog? Skog's playing Uther. Yeah, you know, I think Kure plays a better Leoric than Skog's Uther. Yeah, so I got so confused. Anyway, sorry. We have a traded kill. Uther will fall. He's got some ghost heals for the allies for a few seconds. Malfurion to be traded in all of this. It is a 3-for-3 in total. And the Punisher will expire, not getting a fort in bottom lane. Alright, Skog is holding level 13. Genji's holding level 13. Oh, okay, it's more, yeah, it's well met, of course it is. When used against heroes, Hammer of Justice reduces the target's movement speed and damage dealt by 25% for 3 seconds. Oh, Mopsio almost going down to Bish. Mopsio gonna hearth out for full HP. Max Passion boosting in. Might have been looking for Mopsio. Next Punisher will be Frozen, and that'll be our rotation of Punishers. Mortar, Arcane, Frozen. So the fourth Punisher of the game will be that Mortar Punisher. Vala gonna reset for mana, 97 stacks. I don't think Vala's died. No, she hasn't died yet. Well, she hasn't died. Not yet. She hasn't died, period. Almost getting picked off. There was a really good entomb when we came back from the pause, but the Divine Shield came out just in time. I didn't look at when the last Punisher went down, but we shouldn't be far off from our next Punisher announcement. Rain of Vengeance. Malfurion comes in here. Gunnar gonna try and keep the health up. Make jumps in. Stun from Uther. Little deflect activated by Make as well. 111 stacks for the Vala currently, while Hogger pushes up bottom lane onto a keep front gate. Kure to answer into this, but Gaff should be able to back off just fine. Yep. There's the spin to break the drain hope. Meanwhile, we get back into top lane. Max Passion has a full mech explosion up and available, but doesn't want to utilize that just yet. Assuming to be saved for set objective that's coming up in top lane. Both teams do have their forts up and available. Both teams also have lost their fort front gates, so a well to tap if necessary. I'm gonna boost onto Kure here. He's gonna drop a little low in HP. Actually, Gaff continues to spin in, pressure Kure. Kure's taking a ton of damage in this mid lane. Unfortunately, the micro missiles don't get the slows they're looking for. Back over on top, Skog gets to Leap of Fate. There's a ton of damage from Gia, and there's the Shrine activating. 16 talents to your advantage, and Bish is gonna rush in, or vault in. Manticore was the level 16 pickup immediately. Light Bomb onto D.Va, but I don't think she had a boost available to get in there. Light Bomb zones back the enemy, 60-second cooldown to that one. As I had mentioned, Max Passion has that Mecha Explosion up and available. Chromie trying to poke out here and there. Entomb's up. Actually, all heroics on the right-hand side are up and available. Fight over the objective has begun, and it's equal in skeletal defenders for the time being. I'll see who's going to be able to take the lead in all of this. Stun from Uther onto Genji. Rain of Vengeance to follow up as well. Max Passion, a little low in HP. Might want to use that Mech Explosion soon. Doesn't manage to get out of the Slowing Sands in time. Shockwave into the back from Gaff. We have Kure trying to make something happen inside of that Entomb, but Kure will go down. Divine Shield onto Vala. She continues to keep those autos raining in with the Rain of Vengeance. A double kill to the side of Team Skog. And now Mopsio being slowed, being chased. The staggering blow doesn't get the stun they're looking for into the wall. Mopsio sidesteps the Light Bomb from Anduin. The Aldruin's Might out, and this will be D.Va left onto the objective while Bish and crew are able to keep the pressure in this top lane. Actually, no. Gonna back off and go get mana. Hogger to grab a camp for mid lane. 2 seconds on Leoric, 13 for Genji. Regeneration Globes not able to be grabbed by Uther, but that's okay. He had a good bar of mana over time. Gaff goes down to bottom lane, immediately grabbing another camp for their team, creating more macro pressure. Yeah. Waiting. I mean, we did have one Sanctification earlier, but we haven't had many this game. It's a hard heroic to use, honestly. Kure's gonna Wraith walk in. He's got the ominous Wraith Royal Focus. Gonna try and reduce that damage. Punisher jumps over. Make gets the pull without being stunned. Sleep onto Max Passion from the Root of Malfurion's Emerald Dreams level 1. Slowing Sands underneath that from Chromie. And the Punisher expires. We still have a camp in mid pushing. We still have Gaff pushing up bottom lane. Oh, whoa. Double stun onto Make. Sanctification comes down. And the Light Bomb is mitigated by that. Mopsio trying to chase in. It's 16 Talontiers on both sides. Leoric and Hogger are doing their sort of macro things right now. So it's 4v4. Leoric is actually going to try and make his way into this. Time stop onto Vala. She gets an immediate vault out. Sorry, managed to get the mute button in time for the sneeze. D.Va Mecha Explosion will be dunked in. Gunnar pops the Tranquility immediately. And Vala picks up her 200th stack, 14 minutes and 44 seconds in. Make jumps in, trying to focus onto the Vala. She gets a vault away immediately. Still swift striking. The target is Bish here. The heals are good from Skog. Hogger looking to rotate in. He's got... Oh, wow. That's a beautiful Hog Wild. He's looking for the Shockwave. They're all kind of grouped up for this. Light Bomb from D.Va. Chromie's cleansed, but it's still Leoric to fall. And now Mopsy on the left-hand side of our screen is gonna be falling here. Does he get any? Oh, he's gonna just explode onto the wave. No death timer reduction. Team Skog, 7-4 in kills, but the map is massively in favor of our blue side. Next Punisher is mid lane, as I mentioned, Mortar Punisher. Paula has Farflight Quiver at level 20. She outranges structures by like 0.2. She just needs to outrange the structure. Gia trying to poke from a distance here. Rain of Vengeance just as Kure spot. Oh! I mean, if you're Kure, it's just. Oh, that's rough, bud. That's a rough go right there. The immediate spawn, die, back, whatever you want to call it. That is a rough moment. Oof. Well, top keep's gone down. A win condition has been opened, and our Mortar Punisher's up and available. That is a rough go for Kure.
Red team's core is under attack.
Oh, Mortar Punisher mid lane. We've got another camp to be grabbed by Gaff. Man, Gaff on this Hogger is doing amazing work in the macro department. What do we have? Where is, sorry, this is the wrong one. Where's experience? I always miss experience. There we go. Actually, D.Va still has like 15,900. D.Va's fairly close to experience as well. Kure with about 20,000 brought in, but look at the mercenaries. There's 5,000 experience from just mercenaries in favor of the side of Team Skog. Team Kure with 1,500. Max Passion's made it into the objective area. We've got camp in mid and bottom pushing. Consistent catapults in the top lane. That's a huge staggering blow into the wall. A light bomb to follow up. Oh, it's an absolute massacre around this objective phase. Micro missiles onto Gia. Make will go down, and this is going to be. You can delay it out as much as you want, Gia, but that is a
Team kill!
And with the top lane keep that was taken down earlier with 40 seconds to 50 seconds of death timers on 5 members, Team Skog will take the first series of the day in a 2-0. 266 stacks for D.Va in roughly 18 minutes. 266 stacks for Vala, sorry. I think I said D.Va. I was looking at Max Passion. Mage with the GG, Hogger with the spin through, and that will be map number 2 over the side of Team Skog. GG well played. They take the series 2-0. Man, oh man.